Earth. The only planet that human can live on because of the existence of main elements of life like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus and water. Human consumes high amounts of these elements every day, so we need something to recycle these elements. Something that help us to make life continue. And this happened through some processes called biogeochemical cycles. Carbon is the chemical backbone of life on Earth and a key element in many important processes. Photosynthesis and cellular respiration form the basis of the short-term carbon cycle. In photosynthesis, when sunlight strikes a leaf, the energy in the sunlight is captured and used to convert 6 molecules of carbon dioxide gas from atmosphere into 6 carbon sugar, glucose and oxygen. In cellular respiration, the process of converting glucose to energy uses oxygen to break down glucose molecules to produce ATP, and produce carbon dioxide and water vapor as waste products. Human activities release gaseous waste products. Since the Industrial Revolution, the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere has been increasing as a result of the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. This increase of CO2 is affecting our ocean as it absorbs much of the CO2 that is released from burning fossil fuels. This extra CO2 is lowering the ocean's pH, which affect the ability of marine organisms such as corals to build their shells and skeletons. There are other sources of carbon like volcanoes, sedimentary rocks like limestone, animal and plant biomass, soils. Nitrogen is an element found in proteins. The largest concentration of nitrogen is found in the atmosphere, as it constitutes about 78% of the air. It is very essential part in plants, and also found in the form of amino acids. The first step in the nitrogen cycle is the nitrogen fixation, which can occur in different ways. First way is that nitrogen captured from the air by specialized types of bacteria called rhizobium bacterium in the roots nodules of the plant. This kind of bacteria converts the atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. Nitrifying bacteria take the ammonia and convert it at first to nitrites and then to nitrates. Second way is by the lightning strikes, as lightning strikes convert the atmospheric nitrogen directly into nitrogen compounds and store it in the soil. Second step: nitrogen assimilation. The process of absorbing nitrates and ammonia into organic nitrogen, which transferred into animals' body when plants are eaten by animals. Third step: ammonification. When an organism excretes waste or dies, the nitrogen in its tissues is in the form of organic nitrogen. Various fungi and prokaryotic then decompose the tissue and release an organic nitrogen back into the ecosystem as ammonia. Fourth step: nitrification. The first step is the oxidation of ammonia to nitrite. Aerobic ammonia oxidizers convert ammonia to nitrite. The process generates a very small amount of energy relative to many other types of metabolism. The second step in nitrification is the oxidation of nitrite NO2 to nitrate NO3. This step is carried out by a completely separate group of prokaryotics, known as nitrite oxidizing bacteria. Fifth step: denitrification. Process that converts nitrate to nitrogen gas. Denitrification is important in that it removes fixed nitrogen from the ecosystem and returns it to the atmosphere in a biologically inert form. N2. One of the most significant roles people play in the nitrogen cycle is by the introduction of nitrogen-containing fertilizers to the soil. Because nitrogen has a powerful impact on plant growth, farmers are tempted to add more and more nitrate or ammonium or both to their crops, to the point that the soil becomes saturated with it and therefore unable to absorb more. Today we talk about carbon cycle and nitrogen cycle. Next video we will talk about phosphorus cycle and water cycle. Stay tuned.